In the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful, peace be upon you all. This is an English session, grade 8. Unit 1, lessons 3 and 4. The title of this lesson is How Often. Okay, how often, how often. New vocabulary: always, always, usually, often, sometimes, never. Again, always means all the time. Always means all the time. Okay, usually means something that normally happens. Again, usually means something that normally happens. Often, quite a lot. Often, quite a lot. Okay, sometimes, now and then, not very often. Sometimes, now and then, not very often. Never, not ever. They are called adverbs of frequency. They are called adverbs of frequency. Adverbs of frequency are the adverbs of time that answer the question how often. We use the adverbs of frequency to answer the question how often. How often. They tell us how often something happens. They tell us how often something happens. Again, they are called adverbs of frequency. دول بنسموهم ظروف التكرار. Adverbs of frequency are adverbs of time that answer question how often. They tell us how often something happens. Okay? A new structure, the present simple. The present simple formation from the first form of the verb. From the first form of the verb. Okay? If the sentence started with I, we, you, they followed by the infinitive form. Infinitive form means verb without any addition. Infinitive form means verb without any addition. If the sentence starts with he or she or it, we add s or es or ies at the end of the verb. Again, if the sentence starts with I, we, you, they, we use the infinitive form. If the sentence starts with he or she or it, we add s or es or ies at the end of the verb. Okay? The present simple usage. The present simple usage to talk about a habit or repeated action. We use the present simple to talk about a habit or repeated action. We use the present simple to talk about our daily routine. Our daily routine. Okay? We use the present simple to talk about a habit or repeated action. Form, I, we, you, they, the infinitive form. He, she, it, followed by verb plus s or es or ies. We use the adverbs of frequency to answer question start with how often. For example, how often do you play computer games? How often do you play computer games? I always play computer games. I always play computer games. Always means all the time. Always means all the time. We use the adverbs of frequency to answer question starting with how often. How often do you play computer games? I always play computer games. The present simple is used to talk about a habit or repeated action, to talk about our daily routine. Okay? How often does she listen to music? How often does she listen to music? She sometimes listens to music. Again, she sometimes listens to music. She sometimes listens to music, okay? Again, how often does she listen to music? She sometimes listens to music. We add is at the end of the verb because the sentence starts with she. Okay. Always and sometimes, or the adverbs of frequency, all the adverbs of frequency come between the subject and the verb. Come between the subject and the verb. Okay? We use the adverbs of frequency, or we put the adverbs of frequency between the subject and the verb. And we can start the sentence with sometimes. Sometimes, for example, sometimes she visits the zoo. Again, sometimes she visits the zoo. If the sentence has verb to be am, or is, or are, we put the adverbs of frequency after them. We put the adverbs of frequency after them. For example, she is always happy. Okay? Thank you for listening. Goodbye. See you next session.